Okay, we can turn that off. So the ground was dry, was wet, but that came out as regular grass, not soaking wet grass. So that was a good thing. Got our trailer in there. What else do we have to do? Sheep are fed. Sheep are mostly fed. Sheep are good. Plants are good. Weather's still cloudy. It's going to rain on Saturday and Tuesday. So now's the time of year I don't want to be making stuff. Hay anyway. Drying potential, just not good. But for now, I think, well, let's check on the contract market. Someone wants some ploughing done. We could do that. That pays well. 32's probably big. Let's turn grass off there. That's huge. That's a bit smaller, 41. There's a lot of ploughing contracts wanted, cultivating as well. Oh, there's a 12,000 fertilizing contract. What? What? 47. Oh, yeah. You know what? I could do that. Let's do that. We don't go up that way very often. Do I have any liquid fertilizer lying around? That's all my seeds. So that could be a big no. Oh, we already have liquid fertilizer in board, so that's fine. So yeah, I did spend a little bit of time between episodes last Sunday, or last Saturday, and I did a whole bunch of contracts after the stream finished, which is why we got a lot of money. So I'm trying to get to the point where I don't need to cheat in money to get the best of my replacement equipment I still need. Although I'm not averse to doing that, since we did own a bunch of grass handling equipment that we don't currently have. Oh, they're not mine. So still no. So yeah, so we did the big field. I think I fertilized the field to our left right now. That looks like clover. I did a couple of contracts over here. I think I planted that field. I planted 46 with grass, and I think I ploughed and maybe planted that one. I might not have planted that. I may just have ploughed it, and then next thing I know, the owner's contract planted it as well. So that's all. It's nice to be able to work far more of the fields with contracts than we were able to with the Mod Hub version of this map. Now sadly, since FS UK modding, I believe that was the name, mods, has now closed down, I'm not sure where you can get a copy of this map. anymore. So that's a bit sad. Obviously Chellington is back on the mod hub and is the version that was on FS UK modding, so not a big deal with that. Although that needs a fix as far as fertiliser contracts are concerned, because on Chellington Valley you take a contract to fertilise, and it may be an interaction of Chellington Valley plus seasons plus precision farming, but it immediately completes the contract. You don't have to go out there and throw fertiliser on the field. It just gives you, yeah, you're done, here's the money. That's not an issue on this map. On this map we're running seasons and precision farming. So yeah, that grass field there, planted by me last week. We are roaring up this hill at 22 miles an hour. I probably should have bought some spray, more liquid spray. Probably should put narrow tyres on this. I have no idea. I don't have the kill other people's crop mod loaded, so I'm gonna guess that we're not gonna kill this. Nope, not my field, so I can't kill the crop. That's fine. Unload. Now I am going to need the help on, we are not on automatic, what I am selected on the back, so turn on sprayer, there we go. So automatic application is the comma, so we got it set on manual and the minimum level. You can change application rate with K and the M. So you'll see 512 litres per hectare all the way down to what we had it at 56. I'm just applying 56, it's enough to get the contract done. And you can't use automatic because you don't know what levels of nitrogen are already in the field. And this now, or the mini-map display now shows levels of fertilization rather than levels of nitrogen for contracts. So that's probably working. What I don't know is if we'd have to do this for a third time, because obviously we're playing seasons, and seasons technically requires 3 applications of fertilizer. But base game only requires 2, and we're using precision farming, so there's all sorts of conflicting game mechanics getting involved with each other here. So I might, I'll speed up time to times 15 because, as I said, there's not a lot to do today. I don't think the clover will be ready tomorrow, so we may be racing through day 5 mid-spring. And small child over the roads being an aeroplane. Maybe. She might be going out to a birthday party because she's quite well dressed today. I'm not talking about you. She has a small friend with her today. Updated news on our fish tank. I bought some driftwood last week when I was buying a load of other stuff from the pet shop. And that has made a remarkable difference in the pH levels, which goes along with, reading advice on the internet. It says the natural way to do it is to put some driftwood in the tank, or lots of acidic chemicals. So I figured, we'll try the driftwood. I only got 2 small pieces, but it's made a profound difference on the pH levels, so that's good. Now 3 baby fish are getting into kind of the size you buy fish from the store at. And then there's about more tiny baby fish in the tank. Estimates could be up to 10 more fish, which means I'm probably not buying any more fish for the tank because we seem to be breeding them at a great rate. So, that's a thing. Unfortunately, it's very difficult to count tiny fish because, one, you can't see them unless they move, and even then, it's very easy to miss them because they really are that tiny. They're smaller than a pebble on the bottom of the tank. It's that difficult, so they have to move to see them. We're nearly round once, but this is kind of a big field. I don't know that we'll be buying any fields out this way because they are a long haul from the main farm. Probably going to concentrate on the bigger fields east of the farm across the main road, where we've already got a couple of fields opposite. Well, actually, we've got more than a couple of fields opposite the the sawmill. Oh, this is on manual spread, so I want to watch doing what I just did there. I need to make sure I really switch off the sprayer when I'm covering an area, or I'm on an area that I've already covered, or we are wasting it. And of course there's nothing stopping me from buying a yard over that side or putting up temporary sheds so that I can stage equipment on those fields when harvest or planting comes. So I don't have to pull everything back to the main farm every night. We'll see how that goes as we expand. At the moment, I just have to drive down past the sawmill and everything's right where I need it to be. Now we have changed to a 9-day season from a 6-day season during the map rebuild, so there is going to be probably less of a need to get heavier or larger equipment right away. yes, it's nice to harvest a field in 10 minutes, but it's not strictly speaking necessary if I'm not rushed for time. Now, Lawfolds, we were getting very tight on time. Trying to harvest 20 fields. We did have the old Lexion 780, or 780? It's either 780 or 760, so it had a good working size. So I wasn't really... The only problem we really had on Lawfolds was the weather, and whether the weather was going to allow us to get everything harvested. Given average weather, the harvesting equipment we had was perfectly sufficient for clearing all the fields that we had. But as you get more fields, it takes longer to harvest them all, and you'll get pushed up against the, well, you've got to get it done by late fall, and there's no way, even if you had wonderful weather for the entire time, for you to get that all done. Okay, that's a full tank gone. Sorry. I'm pretty sure we have the manure system mod loaded, so I am going to give this another try with the in-game manure tanks, or not manure tanks, the liquid fertilizer tanks. Come on, dude. Nice thing about Chellington is the countryside traffic is a lot faster than that. They're not as fast as a 32-mile-an-hour tractor, but they're fast enough for this thing, which only does 26. So let's try this. We get a pallet of fertilizer, which costs a freaking fortune, but we've got the money, so that's okay. And then we get slurry tanks. It's just fertilizer hose, okay. And we get brown one, because why not? Okay, so oops, jump out the tractor. Why are you on that side? That's kind of annoying. Yay. Okay, we're going to have to drive that over there. So that's a little bit of an awkward orientation for the fertilizer tank. We'll jump out of there, we'll have to go around the back. Pick that up, plug that in there, jump in the tractor and figure out how to make this thing work. Select the front thing and turn on sprayer, change application rate, change pump to emptying, activate pump. And there you go. Yay, it's working. Now that doesn't stop me driving up alongside a tank and just filling it up per normal using the R key, but as soon as that's full, we'll turn the pump off. And exit. Take that off. Jump back in the tractor, and we'll need to turn it around. I know for this kit the hose attach is on the left side of the tractor. We should just be able to park it there, jump out, and pick that up. Put that there, jump in the tractor, and oops, select the rear tank and turn on the pump. Now, unfortunately, to unload, I have to use the I key to unload, because right now I think I could probably carry this over to where our weight is. But there is a mod which gives you empty IBCs, so I might be able to buy that or load that if I don't already have it. Problem is I don't know where empty pallets would hide. Well, I'll check around for it, but if I can get the empty pallets, then, or yeah, the empty pallets, I may be able to then just plug the pipe into one of those and empty the tanks from here as well. But we'll have to see. For right now, we've got what we need. We can finish spraying that field. Where's my tea? Oh. Marginally cold. And gone, so no big deal there. We'll get back to 47. How are we doing? It is 1:30. I think leaving the pipe down at the store is fine. I do have a plan to pick up a tanker that can transport fertilizer. Hopefully one that can transport fertilizer and is what's the word for it? Compatible with the manure mods, so we can use the pipes to load it, ship the fertilizer back to the yard. I've also downloaded a couple of smaller auger wagons which we could use for seed and fertilizer. Although I'm not sure that's a thing in the UK when it comes to bags of seed, or anywhere for that matter. Okay, we are still on manual. Hello. Oh, I have to turn the pump off, don't I? No. have to do that. For some reason. Oh, okay. Strange. I have to select the front tank in order to spray. That is so strange. And off we go. Okay. Let's pay attention to the map. We can turn the help screen off because we know all the buttons now, at least until next time. So the only fields we're actually going to be spraying multiple times potentially is the contract fields, because ours are all fully fertilized or unfortunately over fertilized. On autopilot and see how we're doing. 70% done. So OCD Farmer says it doesn't matter if I miss tons of bits because you don't have to be that accurate on a contract. This takes us a little while. It's going to be later in the afternoon. Don't think there's any other contracts. There's fertilizing on 10. A couple of cultivating ones. I don't know. I might once this one's done. I may look into cultivating contracts tomorrow game day. Because as I said, I'm pretty sure our clover will not be ready until late spring. At the earliest. And then the fun and games start, because we're going to be making... I'm going to be making at least 2 clover bales that will store one in the shed and one in the probably in the dry goods storage area out behind where the wool spawns. I'll take a bucket and put some in the shed and some in the dry goods areas, and what we're looking at there is, does clover rot if you leave it outside? Does baling it make a difference? Is it like grass, is it like hay? That's my main question there. I also need to then create a whole batch of regular clover bales. And we'll see if we can wrap it in an extractor, and if we can, we'll just get a square baler and we can use the extractor for